Hi, good day. Today we are going to find the centroid of a triangle. Now, in the previous video we worked out the centroid of a rectangular object, and today we will be applying the same principle on how to find the centroid of an object. Now we have a triangle object here in front of us. So here on the right, we are going to look at, we're looking at finding the y distance from the reference point to the center of the object. So if you measure from point B upwards, it says h is h divided by 3. So the y distance is equal to h divided by 3 if you start from point B, as written in the brackets. If you start from the top and you measure downwards, it is 2/3 times h. So measuring from the top, and if you start from point B to find the x distance to the center of the object, it is b in this direction, b divided by 3, which is the whole length b, starting from the reference point B. And then from this side towards this side, from the right hand side to the left hand side, it is 2/3 times b if you want to find the center of the object. Now here the breadth of the triangle is 200 millimeters and the height of the object is 400 millimeters, and then we have our reference point B. Now we need to find these two points, these two coordinates. We call it x left. If you measure from the x-axis, and I've forgotten to put in the axis here as I did in the previous video, and y-axis. So we need to find the x left and the x and the y bottom to determine the centroid of the object. Now to find again in the shape column, we're working with one shape, so it will only be one. The one here in the shape column gives reference to the one object that we're using, which is the triangle. Now to determine the area of the triangle, it is half breadth times height. So the breadth of the object is 200 and the height is 400, and that will give us a value of 40,000. To determine the x distance, it is from the reference point we're measuring from, it is the whole length, which is 200 divided by 3. So 200 divided by 3 is equal to 66. And we will round it off to 3 decimal places, 66.667. So we're rounding off to 3 decimal places to determine area times the x distance. So that will give us a value, so it's 40,000 times 66. And that will give us a value of 266,680. So that is the area times the x distance, and now we need to determine the y distance to the center in the y direction, so that is 400 divided by 3, starting from the reference point, measuring from the reference point, and that will give us 133.333. And to determine the area times the y distance, that will give us 5,333,320. So that will give us those values. So now the table is completed, and now we can determine x left. X left is equal to the area times the x distance divided by the area. And that has already been calculated in this column, which is 2, 6, 6, 6, 4 sixes, 8, 0, divided by the area, which is 40,000. And that will give us a value of 66.667. Now we need to determine y bottom. Again, same formula, just the distances that change. So that has already been calculated in the table, so that will go down as is, written down as is, divided by 40,000, and that will give us a distance of 133.33 millimeters. And those are the coordinates to determine the centroid of this object. And once you find those two coordinates, you can determine the centroid of a rectangular object. Thank you for watching. If this video has been helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel below. And if you have any questions with regards to the calculations, please let me know below by commenting, and I will get to you as soon as possible. Thank you.